What is up, guys? Welcome back to Max Level. I think we're on episode number 5 now. It is broken up Monday through Friday with the full episode on Sunday. Daniel Petry here is my brother. If you'd like, you can go check out his channel where we play all the video games.
All the games, oh yes.
Yes. Which I need to get back to work on.
I need to get back playing.
Because
I'm kidding.
Super excited for
I
that
love my
1v1,
podcast.
but I just haven't been working on
yeah.
it. Yeah. I think that's what I'm either going to do today or tomorrow is work on that 1v1. I'm not sure. But let's get into our first topics before we start bullshitting on off into it. First topic today is going to be TV/cable. Is it out of date? Of course, TVs will never be out of date, technically. A TV monitor, it'll all
Small
be the same.
TVs.
But is cable going out of date? DirecTV, Dish, those sorts of companies, are they going out of date? Do we really need them? Like, we sometimes use them, but that's only because they're kind of in our vicinity. But I watch most of my content on YouTube. I can learn a lot more on YouTube. I can do a lot more on YouTube. What do you think, Daniel?
I think it is going out of date. I hate to tell people, but
yeah.
They're going to be like swinging more over to like Netflix or Hulu and making deals with them eventually, or just opening up their own streaming.
Yeah.
Like DirecTV will be like Direct Stream or some crap like that, like just streaming it.
Be paying $20 for all of CBS's content for the first day. That's the way I see it going.
It kind of sounds like that net neutrality thing that.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind
I feel
of.
like
I hope.
I feel like I see it more like them not
works.
having any other option because basically cable is gonna be like, well, it's not really viable, or maybe it always will be because internet lines.
Oh, unreliable. Okay.
Or no,
People's-
it's never reliable. But if you're gonna put internet lines out there, you might as well put, you know what I mean?
Might
If
as well
they're
put
gonna-
cable.
Yeah, because I'm
Uh-huh.
sure cable runs through the same thing. It's just feeding it's just feeding an interface into a TV or a box. You know what I mean? It does a specific thing. You know what I mean? So
As some engineers out there rolling his eyes at your explanation.
he's making my job seem way too simple. That stupid
I think I'm
motherfucker.
gonna troll him in the comments.
Troll me in the comments how dumb I am. But I mean, that's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? So it could not go out of date. Who knows? But I think it will because I watch all my content on YouTube. I don't know anybody that doesn't have Netflix, so Netflix has to be rolling in the money.
You don't hear TV and chill anymore. It's Netflix and chill, honey.
Right? What happened? And more people watch everything on Netflix. Hardly anyone watch it. The only thing people watch on TV anymore: The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. The only things I can ever remember people watching. I love Continuum, but I watched the first season of it, and then I was like, oh, I'll wait for the rest of it to just come to Netflix. And I don't know how long it took, but it's taken quite a while for it to come to Netflix. What do you think about Netflix? What do you think about the domination of Netflix? Who do you think is going to win between Netflix and Hulu?
Almost a
Netflix
silly
and
question.
chill, bitch. Netflix,
And
and chill.
Netflix. Yeah, Hulu. I thought Hulu's kind of gonna be like the YouTube trying to get into streaming now, and Twitch being the king of streaming. Fuck, it's gonna be kind of like Netflix is gonna be the king, and just little Hulu, like the little streaming services like Netflix and
like
Hulu.
Movies and TV.
Yeah.
I feel like YouTube could probably easily take that over, though. Just kick them right out or just consume
It
them.
doesn't look like a YouTube.
Come here,
Red or whatever.
Netflix. You're ours now. Do it.
Look like a YouTube. Red. I mean, yeah, they
Oh,
kind of.
yeah, YouTube Red is what I was going to mention on that, because
Yeah,
YouTube
'cause
Red
they
is what
kinda-
made me think of this whole topic.
It has a color and everything. They literally just buy Netflix and like
Oh, yeah, almost same color and everything. Just
Yeah,
put instead of YouTube Red, you know.
Netflix.
Netflix. I would say, yeah, or I don't know. Maybe.
Or NetTube.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a weird naming thing. Or it could just be Uflix. You know what I mean? Instead of Netflix, Uflix. Or
They
just,
need to spell it UFLIX. Uflix.
Or they could just name it, haha, motherfucker, we're so motherfucking big that we bought your ass because we own everything. YouTube, bitch. the whole company name for when they buy Netflix.
YouTube, bitch.
But
Bye.
but so far right now they got their eyes set on Twitch. That's apparently who they're trying to take down. Which I'm not sure that's
Take down
going so
by
well. What? But I plan on trying to do a few test runs on streaming on
Don't
either
mind me being weird over here trying to readjust my chair.
on YouTube Gaming or Twitch. I'm not sure. Just whichever one seems to be easier for the both of us. You know what I mean? Whichever one gives a bet, because we don't have the fastest internet down here in the South in the middle of nowhere. But it's not like 1 gigabit of data that I was listening
right
to.
there, down here in the South, and I was like, ain't that the truth?
Hashtag hell here we come.
No, just the fact I said ain't. That's south of its own. On
Now
the
that you
topic
said-
now, since I'm gonna try
Yes,
to
you
brush
just-
that under the rug.
What the fuck was I even talking about? Yeah, of course, you just gotta be like... Anyway, I'm gonna go back to YouTube and Twitch, where they set their eyes
You
on
was talking
Twitch.
about YouTube, bitch.
Which I'm personally excited about YouTube Red. I need to get YouTube Red, which I'll probably be getting here in the next few months, because it's $10, no ads, you get to watch a bunch of cool free shit like Laser Team. PewDiePie Scare doesn't seem nearly as cool, but it seems better at least. Like, I feel like I'd watch that. Like, I like the Pewds, but I feel like I'd watch the TV show more than I'd go watch his YouTube channel like on a daily basis, because I don't know, production behind scaring somebody. It seems a whole lot better than a video game. Because yeah, like a video game is awesome and all of its sorts, but whenever you have like 20 people planning to scare somebody, you know what I mean, through a whole bunch of like, it's kind of like Fear Factor. That's what I loved about Fear Factor. It was like these people signed up for what they know is going to be fucked up shit. And whenever they get to it, it's going to be like, all right, you got to either quit or you got to do it. One or the other. We don't really care. It's kind of like that. That's kind of how I feel like that PewDiePie show is going to be like. You got to go through it, Pewds. You signed up for it. You know what I mean? You agreed to the million.
You already signed the contract.
That's why I feel like that show is going to be really like, whatever they say, scare Pewds, I feel like they're probably really going to mean it. And yeah, it's supposed to be for kids and stuff, but they can still scare him without showing why he was.
Yeah, and they can still bleep out all the cuss words he might be screaming.
Or he's screaming, yeah. Like, well, YouTube Red only airs in America and the United Kingdom, so if he most of the time he curses in Swedish, so.
Oh, yep.
So it doesn't even matter. He's just gonna
That's
curse
the
in
beautiful
Swedish
part about PewDiePie. You can just literally curse in a different language, and because they ain't gonna pay somebody to sit there and translate that just so the little kids can know it's bleeped out. But like, no point needed. Like,
I mean, they'll probably just ask him what he said, and they probably don't need to.
yeah, towards them. Then he's
he
like,
means
"Oh,
on
is that
translator.
bad?" And I'm like, "Who gives a shit? It was in Sweden, Swedish."
Exactly.
Even I don't even. Like, is that the language of Swedish? No, is it? Isn't that a different part of one?
I don't
So
know.
I think he's made a joke about people saying, "Fuck it."
I think people make jokes about him being from Switzerland, don't they? Because they ask him about like Swiss watches and Swiss
yeah, if you speak
chocolate.
Swiss or
or something.
maybe.
Because isn't that from Switzerland? He's from Sweden,
I think I don't.
which speaks Dutch or I
What-
don't fucking know what they
what's
speak. I
that?
don't give a shit.
What do we? Oh yeah, table
Going out of date.
going
YouTube
out
taking on too many things on too many fronts. Taking on Netflix and YouTube Red. Taking
and
on
having a huge
Twitch
fat
and YouTube
ass
gaming,
wallet,
which is what something we need
Wait,
to get into.
and having a
live stream.
huge fat ass wallet.
Google's huge fat ass wallet, more specifically.
Yep. You mean the alphabets?
What do you feel about which one do you think's gonna die first? Which ball do you think's gonna drop first? I'll name you off a few. We got Dish, we got DirecTV, Comcast. I don't, because Comcast is all onto internet and stuff, which the other few are too. But okay, well, out of those three, DirecTV, Dish, and Comcast, which one do you think is gonna drop cable TV support first, if ever?
Which one's gonna drop?
Cable TV, yeah.
Cable TV.
Because they've all got internet different ways. The two got satellite internet, and Comcast obviously has just direct internet.
I was thinking Comcast would like drop it and just go, because I thought Comcast would take the trend and roll with it, force and be like, nope, we're doing this false because I know it's going this way anyways. Might as well be the first one stepping into it and making the money.
See, I feel completely,
cutting the lines technically.
I feel completely opposite because Comcast would have the money to do it. They kind of stingy little bitches, and I feel like more DirecTV and Dish, they're gonna be more the ones to just see like, okay, shit, like even if they don't drop cable, they're gonna be the ones to be like, all right, we got to get onto the internet somehow. Like, we don't got to drop cable, but we need like something like it needs to be like a DirecTV.com where you can go pay like $50 and watch all the shit there too. You know what I mean? On DirecTV. But they're gonna do something to get onto the internet. They may not ever kill cable, but eventually, like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, our children's children. I don't see why they'll ever need cable. I'd never. Like, whenever I move out, I don't ever plan on getting cable with my wife or whatever. You know what I mean? Whenever I separate from you, I don't ever plan on getting cable. Internet, watch YouTube. I'll be good. That's all I'll need.
Video games, watch YouTube.
Yep.
Make YouTube.
Because I'll learn more on YouTube than I've ever learned watching TV or learn, like, you know what I mean? The amount of things you can learn just by typing it into Google search, you know what I mean? Like, there's guitar lessons, piano lessons, people teaching you electrical work, how to build houses, all sorts of varieties, how to use software, how to edit videos,
How to code.
how to cook, for God's sakes. Like, there's literally YouTube videos for everything. There's a YouTube video for how to put on socks, for how to pick up a spoon. Not joking. Remember those?
What
those
have you
old
replaced up
how-tos?
doing?
Remember those old how-to videos? They were jokes. It was like 10 seconds of something simple.
Oh yeah.
And dude, all those, man, those would go viral. But I'm done talking about TV or cable, because we just ramble on. We just like we're like an ocean, just whoosh,
With the waves.
off we go with the waves. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit about taxes.